Hello again, everyone. How's it going? Happy Friday! We are back for some more Lego building with the haunted house. The Fairground Collection is what it barely says up there. But it has a very, very tall tower. You can see the haunted house. Mega flares his way out. Nope, too spooky for you. Too late, Bahamut. The skeleton is already inside you. There's nothing you can do about it. Alright, let's go ahead and get the box open, because it is a big box. It is a big, big box. So big, in fact, that I can no longer see my screen or my knife. There we go. Mega flares all the skeletons, but what about the skeleton inside you? You're mega flaring that? Did I see the picture of the Disney haunted house you posted in Discord? Yes, I did. Yeah, that must be painted. Go. There we go. All right. Time to pour the spooky out. So much spook. Oh boy. It's one of those. We have boxception. Boxes within boxes. Spooky house means spooky house dance. Well, everybody dance now then, I guess. All the skeletons can dance. And if your skeletons don't dance, well, they're no skeletons of mine. Shouldn't this be saved until Boxing Day then? No, because I don't celebrate Boxing Day. Hi, loose plate. Okay. Instructions. I can go up there for the moment. Oh, another loose plate. Ooh, I see some interesting parts. Another loose plate. All right. Okay. Oop, there we go. All right, now to sort out the bags, because there's a lot of them. We should probably check the instruction booklet to see how many bags we are dealing with. So let's see. Also, Haunted House, La Maison Hantée, and Casa Encantada. I like Casa Encantada. That's fun. We'll look at that in a second. But first, how many bags are we dealing with? 18. Okay. 18 bags. Okay. So let's see. Well, there's 17 right there. And there is 18. And I noticed this. This is a classic Adventures car base section. Or, like, the seats for an Adventurer's car. That's a really nice inclusion. Like, there's a bunch of Adventurer's references in this, and I heartily approve of that. That is also 17. That is also 18. So let's do that. There's 3. There is a bag of plates. There's a 4. There is a 5. There's another 3. Oop, that is torn open already. Be careful. I mean, that might have just torn open under my hands. That is 11. That is 4. There's a 16. There's 5. There's a 2. 8. There's a 14. Another 16. There we go. Howdy up, Cody. How's it going? There's 10. There is a 15. 13. There's a 7. There's 1. So we want that available. There's 6. There's another 13. And a 12. Okay. And this one is 9. Alright. So there's 13. Where's 14? There's 14. 13. Okay. Let me put these right here for the moment. So I can get these into my box next to me. And that is 15. Yep. Alright. So that's 13. Where did I put 12? There's 12. 11. And 10. Uh, 6 and 7 and 8, and there's 9. So we got 8, 7, and 6. Get you in here, come on. Thank you. 6, there's a 5. Okay, there's 5. 4. There's 3. Let's be careful about this. How am I? I am pretty good. I am pretty good. 3 and 2. There we go. All right, and then number 1. So you can always tell the number 1 because it has a brick separator in it. Also, it looks kind of like Jonathan Frakes. There we go. Pour that all out. I got my ingredients to try out a dish from Tasting History, so I'm going to do that probably tomorrow after Spelljammer. There we go. Pour that out. Nothing in there. There we go. All right. So, let's see. The designers, left to right. Nick Elbow von Slagmont, Milan the Spice Madge, Carl Mad Dog Merriam, Michael Mike Siaki, and Austin Pretty Pictures Carlson. We did it. This expedition has been unnatural to say the least. In day 20, the fever wearily took me. A fortnight later, I almost expired by the mummy's curse. Each time I placed a brick, it seemed another week had passed. Fortunately, I am joined in this quest by my trusted fellow adventurers. Without their help, I would have been lost to the void. After many a dead end and many a sudden halt, forsooth, the manor is finally complete. Carl Merriam, Expedition Leader. P.S. Keep building. That is adorable. Manor von Baron. Manor von Baron is a spooky haunted house theme park ride. It was home to Samuel von Baron, one of the world's greatest villains. He traveled the globe in search of ancient artifacts to steal for his collection, but perhaps he stole too much. After Von Baron snatched the Rigu ruby, Pharaoh Hotep cursed his manor for 1,000 generations. Enter if you dare. Read the full story on lego.com/hauntedhouse. Alright, and it can be powered up. I do not have any of those things, unfortunately. It takes 2 motors and 1 battery box. And that's like... I think that's like $80 right there, so I don't have any of that, unfortunately. I do have older motors and stuff. I could definitely motorize it that way. Alright, so bags number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 make that part. Time to Master Dragoon. Then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 make that. And the having them go down annoys me. That is not the way that my brain wants to read that. Then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And see, now they're going horizontal here. What's up with that? And that makes the tower. Okay, so first of all, we get out one of our large plates. That is going to be a 16 by 16, and since I have this open and I have these plates here, I am going to slip them inside. Because these are roof plates, I don't need them yet. There we go. Put those over there. Alright. Start out with that, and start out with our hinge brick. Where are you? There we go. Never guess how many Dorme Chimeras you've defeated? 397. It's either that or 69. If it's not one of those two, well, then the universe is wrong. 710 defeated. Universe is wrong. I can't believe you let the universe be wrong. Oops. Okay, yeah, no, that's correct. All right. Let's see. That is going to be right there. 3 2x2 plates there and there. And another dark red 2x4 right there. Alright, then we take a double stack of olive green pieces, a dark brown 1x4 plate, another pair of olive green, another 1x4 plate, another pair of 1x4 olive green bricks, and then a 1x3. There we go, get that right there. And we get a box right there. Alright. 1x8 with 1x2s. Okay, actually, I think it's going to be best if I put this over here. Then 1x2 plates. So how is everyone doing today? Happy that it is about time for the weekend? Or actually, it is the weekend now? Unless you work night shift or something. This afternoon, I watched Backdraft. Haven't watched that in a while. Which, of course, reminded me that the music from Backdraft was used on Iron Chef, which is hilarious. It'll be a long weekend for you. You have Monday off. Nice! That's fantastic. Looking forward to next week. That's good. What is going on next week that you're looking forward to? Alright, then we get our windows in here. There we go. Nicol Bolas metal card you ordered yesterday. Nice. My Lego order theoretically will be showing up next week if things are to be believed. I am unsure if I believe it. You have some BattleTech miniatures to paint. Nice. Alright, gray 1x1 right here. And then dark brown 1x4 plate. And gray 1x4 plate. Is that the one with Imladris? Not yet. Double VIP points should be next week, though, and that is when I will order it. No, what I ordered, I actually ordered at midnight on the 1st, is the Viking Village. So I can get the gifts with purchase in particular. But unfortunately, the tracking information is just like, there has been a delay. Thank you. I went to UPS's website and they said that there was an issue with the truck or trailer or something like that, so there has been a delay. Expected delivery on the 9th. I'm not sure I believe it, so we will see. Let's see, that's 4. Oops. That is 5. And 1 more. You do want that Venator class attack cruiser? It is expensive and large. That is one, like, if something is not likely to go on sale, double VIP points is going to be the best time to get it because it's kind of the equivalent of 20% off, even though you can't use it use that discount right away. Well, if I was getting this shipment from Laser Ship, I would understand the problem, but it's UPS. UPS is usually better than this, so I don't know. Alright, there we go. Get that on that side. I'm very, very hyped for the Viking Village. And we finally have some information about... so, early in the year, there was a leak of a confidential survey that LEGO sent out. It had some very blurry pictures of some preliminary models, and they were really preliminary. Some of them had, like, plain white figures with the hair pieces kind of thing, for like one of the Harry Potter sets. But two of them have set numbers and some details now, so it does look like all of those are confirmed at this point. And the two that are coming out first, it looks like, are Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs cabin. And what was the other one? Shoot, I'm blanking. This is the better one. Oh yeah, the medieval village. Duh. Like Viking Village was in my head, so that was throwing me off a little bit. So that's super exciting. It's supposed to have a goat. The return of the Lego goat. Lego goat is wonderful. Some people who have Lego goats are annoyed that the value of their Lego goat is likely to decrease, and I'm like, too bad. Shouldn't have seen Lego as an investment. Is the Lego goat the goat? Yes. Yes, it is. It is adorable. It is adorable. And I missed it last time it was out. So I am happy to get more. The preliminary pictures looked really, really nice, so that's pretty exciting. Preliminary pictures obviously are likely to change, but... and then there's news about the the modular city set for next year, which is going to be a natural history museum. It's going to have a Brachiosaurus in the atrium kind of thing. It's going to be wonderful. You're never going to financially recover from this? It's fine. You know, it really is. It's not like, you know, it's not like debt is that big of a deal. Just look at all the people who just skate through debt, you know? Admittedly, they're all wealthy. Let's get that on there, and that on there. Get our window panes in here, and here, and we're looking for one more window pane. Oh, there it is. So, no pictures of any of those yet, but this is always a good time for LEGO, because they have lots of stuff coming out. You're going to buy a house in the nearest future, however we'll be able to afford paying it off. Yeah, I'm at the point where I need to start thinking about that too. Alright, black 1x1s. 1x1 cylinder plates. Unfortunately, subscriptions on YouTube not being great is not great for that. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it'd be nice if things like food and shelter, you know, things necessary for literal survival, were covered. Should not leave things necessary for survival to the whims of fate. Alright, let's get that on there. So we got a nice overhang of these big windows. Very nice. Good color contrast with the olive green, the dark brown, and the gray. That's pretty nice. Alright, double stack of 1x1 plates. 1x1 bricks, I'm sorry. There and there. We get the brown round top fences. These right in there. And get these right in there. Alright, let's see. 1x8 tiles. We put them on that bit right there. I mean, I'd get the Venator if I could, but in terms of things that are not high on my, like, things that I can miss and not feel too bad about it, that is one of them. Interestingly enough, we are actually making a piece that I guess they don't make anymore, because this is fitting an old part shape. 1x4 wide with a 2-point crest. These two curves. It would have been curved up to the center 1x1 stud there. I guess they don't make the piece anymore though. That goes right there. Otherwise, they would have used it, I'm sure. There we go. Let's see. We have a gravestone TC. And that goes right there. Interesting that they're putting it in between the studs. I don't usually do that. All right, get a bat on here. 1x1 plate with top clip. 1x1 tile top clip right there. And a tan 2x2 cylinder plate with center stud right there. It's one of your favorite ships in Star Wars. It's like, I am unsurprised at that. It seems to be a lot of people's favorite ship, so I think it's doing quite well for them. All right, let's go ahead and get that on there, and right there, get a little pumpkin. Get a pair of roots. There we go. And we get a dark orange 6-stem flower piece right there. I mean, if Lego did Gundam ships, I would be all over those. All over those. Especially if they did them at that scale. Be so good. Alright. There we go. Okay, and then flip it around, and inside the box, get our pickaxe and shovel. Just standard dark gray pickaxe and shovel. Alright, spare parts. We got a 3-leaf plant, 1x1 cylinder plates in black and gray, and a 1x1 tile in black. 1-to-1 scale Lego Death Star when? I think that's going to be never. You know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think that's going to be never. Alright, got a number 2 bag. Chuck that over there. Put these pieces here. I see some gears. I see a rubber Technic piece. I mean, the Venator does look very nice. I like its shape better than a standard Star Destroyer, and it's not just plain gray like a Star Destroyer. So I do, from that perspective, I do get why it is popular. Alright, we need another one of you. There we go. Okay, 1x3, 1x6. And a corner brick. There's the corner. 1x6. And 1x3. There we go. Alright, 2 dark red, 1x3 tiles with 2 studs. Right there and there. Okay, black 1x1 brick, gray 1x1 brick, and brown 1x1 Technic bricks, blue friction pins. Make sure that the cross is up. And get the rubber on right there. Get a black 1x2 brick as well. The Venator class can also carry an insane number of fighters because it was mainly a carrier. Yeah, there were some people complaining about the lack of an interior for it, but at the same time, it's like, that's not exactly standard on those kinds of things. And I don't know, like, don't need to look a gift horse in the mouth kind of thing. I do like the single carrier that they have that's made of like 3 pieces. I mean, not carrier, the what is it? The Republic whatchamacallit? I'm forgetting the name of it. But it's made of like 3 or 4 pieces. It's great. The gunship. I think that's what it is. Alright. 1x6, 1x6 brick, and 1x6 plate in dark brown. There we go, another plate, and another pair of 1x6 bricks. I mean, as much as I wouldn't mind getting some of those sets, there is an element of relief in me that's like, kind of glad that I am not a gigantic Star Wars fan, which is not to say I'm not a fan of them kind of thing. I enjoy them just fine. But not to the point of, like, needing all of the sets and wanting all of the figures and building armies and stuff like that. Because it's bad enough with the LEGO sets that I want as it is. Forest green camo walls. Who is he trying to hide from? It's not forest green, it's olive green. So that's 3 and 4 and 5. There we go. Howdy, Shield of Hope. How's it going? Let's get that on there. All right. And okay. 2 1x8 bricks. A 1x6 plate and a 1x1 plate. There we go. Get that right there. 1x6, 1x4, and 2 1x1s. I already have expensive taste, don't need any more. That's true. That is indeed the case. Alright, 2 black 1x1 bricks. Alright, then 2 gray 1x4 bricks, 2 1x2 bricks. There we go. We also have expensive taste Magic the Gathering cards. Oh yeah, no, I remember having that expensive taste too. All right, so dark brown 1x2 log brick and 1x2 jumper plate. Get a silver 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, a white candlestick, and a flame. There we go. So 1 right there. And then we make a second one. There we go. And get you right there. Oh, it actually wants me to turn those the same way. There we go. Alright, black 1x12 plate. All across there. 2 dark gray 1x2 plates and 2 gray 1x1 cylinder plates. There we go, and there we go. Lego plastic crap. It's not that... okay, it's worse. Alright, 2 more 1x6 olive green plates. Dark brown 1x6 and dark brown 1x1. I mean, I will say this. At least, Lego doesn't go up your nose. And if it does, you need to go to the hospital, which I guess is kind of the same as extended use of certain drugs. Battletech can be expensive hobby for all the miniatures. Yeah, any of the miniature stuff. Warhammer, Battletech, getting miniatures for D&D, anything like that. All right, another gold fence element and 2 black 1x1 bricks. Get that in there. Okay. Dark gray 1x2 plate. Beige 1x2 plate, 1x2 brown Technic brick. One nice thing with Battletech is it has a very liberal proxy rule set. So like if everyone agrees that that this is like your Cyclops, then you can use that as a Cyclops kind of thing. Because that is totally what I would do, or make things out of Lego. Like, not just use a Lego piece, but actually make things out of Lego. Alright. It's 1x4, 1x4, 1x6. Get the beige double axle, double pins. And these are non-friction ones. They spin freely. General rule is you need to know what direction it is facing and that you can easily tell what mech it is. Yeah, that makes sense. So, like, you could do... But I mean, like, easily tell what mech it is that if I come in and say, all right, everyone, this is, you know, this is a king crab right here. This is my king crab. And everyone's like, yeah, okay, that's your king crab. That works. And that's kind of how it should be. Battletech was a beer and pretzels game, not made to sell minis, unlike Warhammer. I mean, I don't, because I don't play Battletech. Alright, so that goes on there, and that goes right there. So we have a 8-tooth gear right there. I have no idea what is going to go on right there. All right, another 1x12 black plate. King Crab is a cool mech. You loved it in the tactical game. Yeah, I was just trying to remember names of things from from some Let's Plays I've seen of it. $560 ability points to Master Samurai in Final Fantasy V. Yeah, that's some of those classes are pretty expensive. All right, another pair of olive green 1x8s. There we go. 1x6 in gray, 1x2 with side studs in dark gray, and a 1x4 in gray. There we go. At least it's not Red Mage levels of ability points. I mean, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. All right, another pair of black 1x1 bricks right there. And another gold fence. And this time, we take a 4L axle with stop, put it through a 1x4 Technic brick. Get a 24-tooth gear on there. Another 1x4 brick, Technic brick, and an axle connector in black. And get that right on there. So there we go. That spins all of that. The one silly thing with the Battletech game is how unlore-friendly it can be. 1x8 over here. And... Nope. Corner brick. And a 1x6 in gray. 1x12 plate across there. 1x4 brick right there. And a 1x2 brick right there. Alright. So that leaves us with the extra pieces of a dark brown 1x1 plate, gold 1x1 cylinder plate, and a trans orange candle flame. Finally, I have built so many nice houses for you guys to visit. There was even a nice mini one last night. Not last night, 2 nights ago. And howdy, low bunny. How's it going? Nearing the end of your game, you had a lance of 2 Annihilators and 2 Atlas 2s, which are insane rare mechs, with the Annihilators only being in the hands of the Wolf's Dragoons. Yeah, I see how that could be a little silly. Alright, we got bag number 3 up next. And we have another 16x16 plate. Bag 3, bag 3. There we go. Bahamut, have you gotten to Galuf's Castle yet? Because if you haven't gotten to Galuf's Castle, I would wait until that. Wait until there to do your grinding. Because there's a battle there that can give you... with 4 times ability points, 32 ability points. We just saw that Galuf had a castle in today's stream. Well, that's a dragon, and that's a Sharky. From previous... Well, the dragon is not from previous build, but... Dragon came out to say hi. Alright, first of all... Well, I would do just necessary ability point grinding. If you're close to that point, definitely wait until that point. It is so good. That is where once I get there, that is where I do all of my ability point grinding until literally the end of the game, which usually I don't need to do any ability point grinding at that point. Howdy, Lord Canis. Does Horse have competition in Sharky? No. No. Sharky is just a fun, friendly Sharky out for a visit. Here we have our friendly neighborhood host. I love this top hat. It's such a good top hat, and it's been around since the 70s. Come on. There we go. Friendly neighborhood host. Alright, so, reason Sharky's out is because... Well, actually, hold on. I don't know. My stomach's not doing so hot. Ugh. There we go. I like having a shark that can actually hold a minifig, and that's pretty great. Howdy, Zaka. I never trust a dragon that comes out to say hi. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Dragons are lovely, friendly creatures. Sharky doesn't look like a fallen Astari. He also doesn't look like he's running a fishing boat that is helping James Bond. Alright, next up. Are we not actually... Okay, I guess we're not actually going to put that on just yet. Alright, hinge brick. Right there. Let's see, 2 corner bricks. Right there, and right there. 1x8. Right there, 2 1x1s. You so wish dragons existed. Dragon steak sounds great. No, dragon meat is poisonous. I'm confused as to... Oh, I see. Okay. So that's going to go... there. Yeah. All right. All right. A 1x3 and another corner. Y'all excited about tomorrow, Zakad? More prison investigation. All right, brown 1x1 Technic bricks. There's one. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay, and friction axle pins. Get the rubber element on. That one goes there. Make sure that's straight up and down. There we go. Get that one on there. On a scale of 1 to 10, how poisonous is dragon meat? Assuming 10 is like touches your tongue and you die of anaphylactic shock in 2 seconds, then it's an 11. It's a really bad idea to eat dragon. You want to go about taking out the alarm bells or sabotaging them for an attack the next day? All right. Sounds like you guys got a little plan. With Finaway, sure, no doubt you'll be doing a lot of the scouting, but you're honestly not sure what the rest of the party wanted to do. Well, I mean, multiple people could do scouting. There we go. Where's Linda? Did Linda get bumped off the screen? No, Linda's up here. Linda's up here. I'm also reading it backwards. Oh yeah, no, I read the first thing that I saw, and then I saw that there was another one there. Another thing, comment by you. I mean, I am building a Lego set at the same time, so I do miss things. Nope, and then need a 1x6. There's a 1x6. There we go. Okay, and classic 2x2 slopes with grading patterns. Let's get one right there, and one right there. Black 1x1 brick. So smell it and you're in for bad time poisonous. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. There we go. Alright, 1x8 and 1x2. Everyone scouts, no one quits. Let's see, 1x4, 1x3. And we get a Technic 1x6 brick right there. Assuming cooking doesn't make it any better. No. No, it does not. Alright, another 1x8 and 1x2. Black 1x1 brick down here. And a white 1x4 brick with side studs and classic. Nope, that's a ticket. Classic. There we go. Classic M-Tron computer panels. I like my classic M-Tron computer panels. I'm glad to get these back. It's a fantastic little pattern. There we go. 1x2, 1x3. I have no idea what that actually is. Alright, let's see. Black 1x8 plate. There we go. 2 dark gray and regular gray 1x4 plates. Okay, 1x6 there. Then a 1x1. Then a 1x2. There we go. Howdy, Kinshire, how's it going? Sigurd ate a dragon heart and didn't die, ergo, y'all telling fibs. Sigurd is a myth, sir. Just realized the whole Laftel story and how he ended up in space was because he was caught by a ship's cat when he was a stowaway. In that you wonder if that'll be the end of Laftel's story. It started and ended with a cat. Alright, next up, gold fence right there. Pair of 1x1 bricks. Another 1x8 and 1x2. You want to disembowel a game dev again. Alright, it's a little harsh. Can we go with defenestrate him instead? I'm curious what brought this on. All right, let's see. All right, this is pretty neat. So a brown 5L axle, a dark gray 1x4 Technic brick. Okay, that's a red. What are these called? It's like a transmission gear kind of thing. Then a black thing. So the way that this works is these types of gears are used with like gear shift elements in vehicles. So this piece has little teeth on it, black, so it's hard to see. Maybe if I turn it at an angle, it helps if it's focused. Actually, let's get the red one in there too. There we go. So there's little notches here and little tabs there, so they fit together, and there's a little bit of give to this, but then it'll catch and turn it, and then you can slide it out, and then it won't turn. So that's how they make Lego gear shifts. So get that there. And then now it's an odd piece. Actually, this is a better example of it. Where is another black one of these? There we go. And then we have the white connector element here. So I guess these are extenders for the gear. And then this will go on. Said, this will go on. Is there something that's gonna make that go on? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so basically, like, this will go like that and push it out. And then the whole thing spins independently. You put it together, and the whole thing spins together. So, like, you'd have another gear over there, and you could push it in that way and have it connect into a different gear to have a different gearing on a car. It's all pretty neat. There we go, get that on. And then we have a yellow 7L gear. Slide that right in there. There's a little bit of give that I don't like. I would like to have a brick right there so that this doesn't stick out by a fraction. Then we get a red bushing, slide that on, and a yellow half bushing, slide that on. And gray 1x4 axle plates on there. Get the lime green on there, gray 1x2. So this will give a better way of looking at it. So, like now, this spins. Obviously, if there's nothing attached to this gear, then there's no resistance at all, and it can still spin. But if we do that, in fact, let's see if we can do it like this. Yeah, even having this just loosely held in my finger is enough to make this not spin. But then, put that in, and there we go. Pretty neat. Just think if my Twitch, YouTube never worked out, you could try going into LEGO designing. Probably not. There are far more people who would want to go into that than there are positions open to that. You really, really do need to be like the best of the best, and it's not me, unfortunately. I wish it was, but it is not. So I'm not very good at designing this, even simple Technic constructions, and have them work properly. Mega blocks? I wouldn't want to. Alright, so we get gold friction double pin connectors with axle holes, and get those in through a dark gray 1x4 Technic brick. Alright, I squeezed that way too much. Get the friction double axle, double pin with axle pieces in here. Then we get another 4L axle in dark gray with stop. 3L beam, slide that through there. Get the selector element. And this slides pretty well too. This is very, very easy to slide. There we go. Connect that in. And then we get another Technic 1x4 brick here. There we go. Alright, let's see. So that's there. There we go. Yeah, so it can't push it that way, but it can push it out that way. And a gray 1x4 brick. So there we go. We can see the side here. It's a pretty cool set of elements. Hate that you're getting older. You're watching more news and Let's Plays these days. I actually watch a heck of a lot less news. I pay attention to the news, but I don't watch a whole lot. I mostly read it. I'd watch a heck of a lot more movies if if it was easier to get the stuff that I actually want to watch. Unfortunately, it is not. Alright, so here we can see that. Slide that. Okay, so it still does spin, but eventually there's going to be something that's going to... Yeah, so just put that there and it won't. Eventually when there's enough friction and stuff like that. Know what else is a cool set of elements? The noble gases. Are they really cool, though? You sure they're not warm? Alright, 1x1 bricks in there. There we go. 1x8, 1x2. Alright, 2 dark brown 1x6 plates here and here, and a gray 1x4 plate right there. Started watching Ahsoka today. You haven't watched Star Wars in ages, none of the other miniseries for some reason. Well, I mean, if you enjoy, you can always go check out some of the others. I know Mandalorian is pretty popular. I don't have any of the services, so I don't have the service that it's on, so 1x4 plates, 1x3, 1x3, and another 1x4 over here. There we go. Okay, we have this crank element. Get a gold 1x1 beam on there for the handle. So pretty easy to actually turn it. Then 1x3 plate, 1x3 plate, 1x4 dark gray arch, 1x2 with side studs, and 1x8 and 1x2 olive green. And then we get the side part, which is going to be 5 bricks. Alright, 1x1 and 1x1 cylinder plate. Maybe because YouTube keeps recommending you lots of clips shorts of it, and you're just looking for something to watch. That's fine. Unless YouTube is recommending me something that, like, someone that I follow has a new video out, and I just haven't been back to my my subscription feed to notice it. I very, very rarely watch anything that is suggested to me. There we go. Half the time it's like clickbaity titles, and I don't like that. Alright. Turn it around. And get a black 2x2 plate. 1x2 white plate. And a dark gray 1x2 with round ends. And 2 trans orange 1x1 tile slopes. And a spiral cone on the in the hollow studs. All right, get that right there for the fireplace. I actually don't watch YouTube videos for Lego. All right, corner brick, 1x2, another 1x2, and a 1x1 on the underside. And a 1x3 on top. There we go. Alright. They didn't give us any 1x3 bricks, so we have to make do with 1x1s and 1x2s, including the dark brown. You've turned off the history thing because of the whole recommended thing based off of the history? Yeah, I haven't done that, but it's not, like, the whole thing that, of, like, you know, hey, you watched this one, you watched this tasting history video about food. Surely you want lots and lots of food stuff now. And I'm like, no, I just like tasting history. Alright, Zaka, to have a good night. Sleep well, and look forward to tomorrow. I do. Alright, there we go. Got that. And slide that right in here. Okay. 3x3 half arch, and a 1x2 on the back. Get that right there. Make a nice arching fireplace right there. Pull off the wall, you know, as you do, as you do. Alden, his reactions make watching his LPs fun. Favorite is still the moment in Dragon Quest series in which one of the female characters called a deity-type character. Yeah, no, that was... I was not expecting that, and I had someone say that that was not in the Japanese, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. I'm okay with that. I don't really care. That was pretty funny. Alright, 2x2 and 1x3. Probably kind of dumb, but you've actually found out that little 1 or 2 stud bricks can make decent pants or skirts for minifigs. Oh yeah, no, they, you know, they've done that kind of thing before. There was an early idea book, and I think it was... what was it? Oh, I can't remember the name, but it had, like, just a variety of different ways to make dresses for ladies and some big pants. There's some great designs on them, and there's a lot more that you could do today as well, with the much larger variety of pieces. Alright, 1x4 there, 1x4 there. 2x3 inverted slope, 1x2, and a 2x2 corner. Alright, brown 2x6 and 1x6. Then we get brown capital pieces. And 1x1s. Alright, let's see. Alright, 1x6 on the back in tan, and 1x2 rail plates. Yeah, Moko on Twitter, he's a Japanese Lego builder. He does a lot of fun stuff, both large-scale, like Gundam mecha, some smaller-scale mecha, and then also just like scenes from movies and stuff like that, and does a lot of, you know, using a lot of various pieces for legs and stuff like that. Alright, let's see. And get a green wine bottle there, and clear 1x2 panel. One of the ideas you had for one of the spheres in your little cluster of wild space, how would one go about ripping a mountain off the planet's surface and leash a bunch of asteroids together to make a giant star fortress? I mean, it would be easiest to just take asteroids. Go ahead and get the ticket counter right there. That is pretty cute. So asteroids would be the easiest. If the asteroids start out at less than 100 tons, you can move them with a simple helm, major helm. There's one named Mokoko. Moko is M-O-K-O. You can search Twitter for him. He's very, very good. Probably one of the best, in my opinion. We got a large gear right there. Get half bushing and get the Technic bushing on there. If time isn't an issue, they can be flown at tactical speed. There's no limit on tactical speed movement in terms of size, but it is very slow. Alright, that is just fitting in there. There's nothing actually holding that together. 2 black 1x6 tiles out front. No, I mean, that's one of the fun things about LEGO is just, you know, how much you can do with simple little parts and everything like that. That's one of the things that I love about getting actual sets, because the designers are really good at that, too. Alright, and get that across there. There we go. Alright, we got that large plate. Also, I need these 1x8 bricks here and here. Okay, pair of 1x3 plates. I'll try to look up that idea book. I mean, it's really old. A lot of the stuff like, most of the pieces still exist, but it is really old. There's so much more you can do these days, but it is great. Like, I miss those LEGO idea books because they were great for what they, you know, what they're called, ideas. Alright, so that looks like that's it for this step. Yes, it is. Okay, so spare parts. We got a red full bushing, yellow half bushing, gold 1x1 beam, trans orange 1x1. I keep feeling something on my leg, and I think it's just like a piece of cloth. Brushing against me. 1x1 tile slope in trans orange, red gem, pearl silver spiral horn, and a black lever with a red base. There we go. There we go. The reason for the mountain ripping was because the constructs wanted to keep the forge of their creation away from angry organics. So, here's the thing, Lord Canis, is that if you're talking about something that the PCs can't get, you know, great magic that was done in the past, or something that an NPC did to protect their fortress home, or something like that, you never need to actually detail it. You don't need to. You don't need to come up with a specific way that they did it. Just say they did it with magic. Powerful magic. They, you know, and you could just be simple, like, they harnessed some elementals to move it and stuff like that. Well, I mean, like, you don't need to come up with, like, specific spells and things like that. I would actually go so far as to say it's a bad idea, because once you create the spell, then the players might want it, kind of thing. And if there is no actual spell, then they can't actually get it, kind of thing, you know? But let's go ahead and put this aside for the moment, because it is that time. You know, like, Zakad's not here, but I wouldn't mind if he was here to hear this. There's some magical protections in the mines that they are at. Not the mines, the prison that they're at. And you know, it's like, I don't need to detail the exact spells that prevent divinations from getting in. I don't need to detail the spells that prevent teleportation in. You know, it was made 300 years ago, kind of thing. They don't. It doesn't need to be detailed, kind of thing. Anyway, all right. So, how about what Ninjago minifig do we want to go for? Let's go for this one right here. Get there. All right. Okay, let's start a prediction. All right, can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. You demand complete coherence? Oh, there is complete coherence. I mean, if my PCs are of sufficient power, I don't mind them spending time to research something that they do as a one-time thing to protect their ship from something either. So it would just be very, very expensive and time-consuming and stuff like that. So you don't know if any of these folks would fit the theme here? Not really. No. I mean, some of them would work well as a guest, like that guy, that lady. Probably not him. He has food, so no. None of them. Hey, what do you mean? I want to bring my cornflakes along on the ride. Hush you. Yeah, I never get to bring my cornflakes anywhere. Why are you so mean to my cornflakes? Well, no one likes cornflakes, sir. People prefer Frosted Flakes. Well, they're wrong. Cornflakes are where it's at. Demand 5K Supreme Nacho meals every day. Okay. You can do that. All right, about 30 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. See? Dracophile's mom prefers cornflakes. Hush you. I never said you could speak. Well, you never said I couldn't. Well, now I am. Well, I don't take orders from you. Howdy, young Hummerond. How's it going? All right, 10 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. We are just about ready. Let me get my timer all set up. There we go. All right. Okay. Predictions are closed. And go. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Look, if you understood the wonderful nature of cornflakes, you would feel the same way, no, Bunny. That's all I'm saying. What is this piece? What is this piece? That should be really easy to figure out. It's a 1x1 with horizontal clip. Where is there a 1x1 with horizontal clip? Oh my good lord, there is no... That's going to be on something else. Okay, well, that is disappointing. It's a 1x1 with horizontal clip. What? Are there pieces not showing on this? I don't know. I'm very confused. Alright, well, I'm gonna go with that guy. I felt a 1x2 tile. The selfie guy. This is gonna be a 50 plus if I'm correct, or I'm going to be a no, or it's gonna be a no. Let's see. Could be a packaging error. No, no. Hey, it is. Oh yeah. Okay, I see. I see where that piece is. I completely missed it. It's holding the tile on. All right, so that's going to be a 50 plus. 50 seconds plus. All right, 50 to 60 seconds. Choose the outcome. Complete the prediction. Who is getting the hams? Lel Bunny with a wager of 10, getting 8,614. Very nice. Kinshir, Title Rabbit, Ab Cody, and Ice Oven going for within 20 seconds. I have failed you all. Shield of Hope, Lord Canis going for 20 to 50. Dracophile, Bahamut, and Anghammeron going for no. See, it pays off going for those higher ones sometimes. All right, let's get him on there. He only has one face. So I was saying that he would kind of make sense on this one. Let's get his selfie stick made. There we go. There we go. See, he's got his little phone there. There we go. And there he is. No, get it out of the camera. I said get it out of the camera. Jeez. That's so rude. All right. We have gotten that guy before, though. So that is the second of that one. All right. Next up, we have a series of 12. And it would indeed make sense to get a Goth Girl. Let's go for... Let's go for this one here. Let's see if that's going to be her. Okay. So, let's start another prediction. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. Balgar, going through my XCOM Files playlist on YouTube, having a blast. Well, thank you. Just FYI, a lot of the videos got content ID'd and are blocked. If you want to watch the full material, all of the VODs are here on Twitch. So if you're getting annoyed by the blocked videos, I would recommend watching them here on Twitch. I tried to edit out some of the audio, but it just did not work, and it would have been too much of a pain to get like all taken care of, unfortunately. But I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I'm glad that you were enjoying it. That was a lot of fun to play. There are new additions to the mod, so I might take a revisit one of these months, years, something like that. And thank you very much for coming on out. All right, there's about 40 seconds remaining. Get your predictions in. No problem. Now Lil Bunny can lose all confidence in me. You have faith in me, and yet you go for no. Does not compute. Does not compute. All right. 20 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. So we have, we've not gotten Prospector, we have not gotten Jester, we've not gotten Dino Hunter, we have not gotten Piggy Guy, and we have not gotten Goth Girl. The no already has more. That's going to happen. All right. And there we go. Predictions are closed. Okay, and go. What do we got? What do we got? That feels like a... Is that a... That is... Okay. 11.2. I do believe that we have the Rocker. It is a Fairgrounds haunted house. It is indeed. So, am I correct? Is it the Rocker? Yes, it is! No Goth Girl. That is a little unfortunate. But there's always a future, future sessions. Okay, so that was 11.2. So let's go ahead and complete that prediction. And within 20 seconds, complete that prediction. What are we looking at? Kinshear! Kinshear getting the hams this time. Ab Cody, Lord Canis, and Isovan going for 20 to 50. Langhammerond and Lil Bunny going for 50 to 60. Tidal Rabbit, Bahamut, and Dracophile going for no. Having no confidence in me whatsoever. Not trusting in my ability to fondle minifigs. That's terrible. I'm hurt. I'm deeply, deeply hurt. You should know that I am quite good at fondling minifigs. One of your biggest regrets is giving up your Calvin and Hobbes books? Well, they should still be in print, aren't they? Took a look at the advent calendars this year. It looks like some nice stuff in there, including Mrs. Claus and a Santa, as well as a lamppost light. Yeah, I will probably get them again. Unfortunately, Costco only has like the Marvel and Star Wars ones, and I'm not that into those. They don't have as interesting things. But here is the Rocker. If the stage is a rockin', don't come a knockin', because it's just the Rocker. Come on. Focus camera. Come on, camera. Alright. Get down here. Come on. Focus. Camera. Come on. I don't know. My camera does not like. There we go. Now it likes the rocker. That is big hair as well. Okay. So with that, we have the Marvel Series 2 minifigs to open. Alright. So we've got a whole bag full. Not a whole bag. Let's go down. Let's go down and... Oh, that's a coupon. Alright, there we go. So I will get out my scale. And let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig box? Let's go. So once again, if I get it correct on the guess, even if we weigh it and confirm it, that is still the guess. It is whatever is correct first, the guess, then the weigh, and then if both of those are wrong, then it's a no. Also, let me put that over there. And let me go ahead and... Where is my mouse cursor? There it is. We'll get to the weight guide. %% off order total. Expires 11/30/2023. Well, minimum order $100. Yeah, I'm not going to be using that one for sure. Everyone has faith in me? Everyone should have faith in me. So I'm going to get the guess correct. So we have gotten 3 of the minifigs. We have gotten Wolverine, we have gotten Storm, and we have gotten Kate Bishop. So we have 9 possibilities left, because there is just one of each here. So 40 seconds to go. Do I get it correct with the guess? Do I get it correct by weighing it? Or are both of them incorrect? We shall see. We shall see. Some people have been saying that the weighing is not accurate, does not guarantee it, but I kind of think, like, I mean, I guess there's a 19.1 and a 19.9, and that could be close enough, but 19.0 and 19.4 are far enough apart. All right. What, oh, bunny. Why the awe? Put the rocker on the dragon? Eh. It requires me to move things. Okay, so, there's no timer on this. Let me just go ahead and, make a guess. Does that seem like a... No, I don't think I hear a cape box in there. So I am going to go with... Let's see. Seems like it has a few pieces, so it could be quite a few different things. I'm going to go with Mr. Knight. That's going to be my guess. Is it correct? turn on our scale. All right, so are you Mr. Knight? That is 19.6. That looks like that would be... Okay, 19.62. That is close to Storm, but that can't be Storm. So the other possibility would be Moon Knight, and I suppose this is indicating that that might not be correct. So, again, let's see if we get... Yeah, unless they gave me a second Storm. Let's find out. There's the tape. Okay, no, that is Moon Knight. Okay, yeah, Moon Knight and Storm are close enough together that it is. So again, I thought I didn't hear this. All right. So Moon Knight it is. And yeah, no, that does indicate that there is some flexibility. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, it's good enough. All right, so choose a prediction. That is going to be with the weight. All right, let's check out the summary. Kinshir, Isovan, Abcody, and Dracophile getting that one correct. Shield of Hope, Anghamarand, and Balgur going for with the guess. And Bahamut and Lel Bunny going for no. Having no confidence in me or my scale. Very rude. So again, the listed weight of 19.4, there must have been some extra pieces in here that weren't in what they weighed there. Let's go ahead and get his cape out. There we go. Pretty standard cape, but it is white, and it is soft, not starchy. There we go. No, my scales are completely untarnished. No one thinks that they're tarnished. Besides, I'm not a metallic dragon, so they can't be tarnished. Yeah, he does not have any sort of thing. So you can have his face right there, or with the cowl covering his face. No, you actually Bahamut is a metallic dragon. Alright, so here we have Moon Knight. I don't know anything about Moon Knight. It's a very complex torso and legs and everything. Even arm printing. I think the cowl is unique as well. I don't think that's been in any other set. I do not know what he is holding here. Looks kind of Egyptian. And there is a neat crescent moon boomerang type thing. He should go there. Now, I am curious. So we have an extra crescent and a gold 1x1 cylinder plate, cylinder tile with... come on, open. There we go. With printing. How much do these weigh together? So that is one. That is 0.26. All right. Yeah, so these two pieces do, it looks like they're, the one that they put up did not have extras of either of those. The guy with dissociative identity disorder gets powers from an Egyptian god and superheroes. All right. There we go. Let's put those away. Let's go ahead and check that one off. All right, so there are 8 left for us to get. We will see what we get on the next stream. That is minifigs for this evening, and we'll get back to our build here. All right, so yeah, that is. I mean, but that also kind of goes to show that it doesn't. You know, like even if those are a little bit on the, you know, they're a little bit too close together to. All right, how do I want to do this? I guess I could do this because we're gonna be building off here. There we go. The weights are still close enough to generally get you what you want. Let's see, what else are we looking at? 17.8 and 18 could be close enough. I don't think 17.3 would be close enough because we're probably only looking at and really there's only 3 pieces that could be. Well, there's one piece that could be extra in every one. That is the angled connector, the clear angled connector bit, and I guess it doesn't really show them the things there. I don't know. Yeah. So I guess it's just going to depend on what you're going for, and just gotta hope that if you're looking at the box numbers and you weigh them. Then they should have different numbers, so that would indicate, so long as you're trying to get one of each, you're pretty good. Anyway, we got more haunted house to build. Get bag number 4 opened up. That's fine. Alright, there we go. Let's see, plate and plate off to the side. There we go. We are going to need the 4th of these tan plates. There we go. Let's go ahead and do that, because I don't know that we're going to be getting to those tonight. There we go. And looks like we get another concierge guy. There we go. Someone is building something, indeed. I don't know who and I don't know what. Alright, first of all, we have the now defunct wheelchair. They have replaced this. There we go. So this wheelchair is too wide to fit through Lego doors, so they've made a new version that has the wheels closer in, which does have some little gaps on the side. But it's really nice that they listened to the community and did that. So we're going to make him a little bit scared. He's got dark blue legs. All right, Bahamut, have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much for coming on out. There we go. He does have 2 faces. He's got a little smirk there and a scaredy cat face. I really do like this this sweater print as well. It's a really nice sweater print. Set looks interesting, but not $300 interesting, or at least you can't afford $300. I mean, that's fine. Really trying to save up for something that's $500 interesting before it gets retired. What are you saving up for? I mean, as always, it's always a case of, like, you know, what sets do you want, and what, you know, what are you willing to pay for it, kind of thing. All right, so he's got his ticket there. I'm really surprised that they have two of the exact same figure. Yeah, they had one in this particular model in the one of the Lego City people sets where it just had a lot of people, like, at a park or something. Duplicate figs there. Ah, Rivendell, yes. Well, we are looking at double VIP points next week and also on Black Friday, so either of those would be a really good time to get it and get double VIP points for it, which does equate to about a 20% savings. Even though you get the savings on the next thing you buy. Alright, let's see. Dark Gray at 1x3. 1x2. You're all ready to pull the trigger on it this month, then Lord of the Rings Online announced its next expansion. I thought there was something inside there. Alright. There we go. A 2x8 plate. You have the park one and the camping one. You couldn't remember which one had the wheelchair? Yeah, I can't remember either. I think I have those two exact same ones. Let's see. 3. There we go. Alright. Let's also move some parts up so I can get this on here. Another 2x8 and a 1x4. Yeah, we hit our goal for the Rivendell set, so I will be getting that on VIP points, double VIP points. Black Friday should also have the Magisto a gift with purchase. It'll have Magisto and 2 knights, in fact. So that's sounding pretty nice. Alright, 2x2 cylinder tile with center stud. Oh yeah, I did get a wheelchair in that set. Yeah, I did. That's right. So I should have 3. You want Willa the Witch? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, is that what, from, the, Fright Nights? I don't think she's gonna get a, return. You have one haunted theme Lego set from some years ago. You think it was called Vampire Mansion or something? Yeah, that one is a, I have that one as well. That's a really nice one. It looks like a lot like the Addams Family house kind of thing. That was for the Monster Hunters line, I think. Well, actually, Magisto is Duke Darkwood. Magisto is actually in the Lion Knight's castle. They're gonna have him in a gift with purchase as well. Pictures have not appeared of that gift with purchase yet, though. Yes, I have mentioned that, Love Bunny. go. 2x4 tiles. And then we get our 2x4 curved slopes for wheelchair ramps. Sell it to you? I mean, if I was gonna sell it, I'd have to put the I'd have to get the pieces back together out of my collection, and B, if I was gonna sell it, I would sell it at kind of the average going rate, which means that if you keep an eye out, you could get it for cheaper, which is not to say that you could get it for cheap. That doesn't match the one that you have. Maybe I am mistaken as well then. Haunted House 10228. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's Monster Fighters. Yeah, that's the Monster Fighters mansion, haunted house. It's very Addams Family, with sand green as the walls, which is why I got it. And one by one. Howdy, Lord Tazarin. How's it going? I am doing pretty well. Having some building fun here. Let's see. I need to build 2 of these. Still haven't tried the Passion Fruit Mountain Dew? Do it, and report back. I probably won't try it because I'm not really interested in flavored Mountain Dew because I like the original flavor. And then we get a 1x3 curve slope. That goes right there. Okay, cone, and cone. Another 1x1 plate. Didn't realize it was also from the Monster Fighters line. You thought we were talking about 9468. All right, let me take a look at that one. Yeah, no, I do not have that one. That is not the one that I was thinking about. It's kind of a bare bones set for its size. Currently dying was like 90 degrees yesterday. Probably going to be 90 tomorrow. It is luckily about to, the heat here is about to break, and it has only been getting up into the low 80s, upper 70s, which is still ridiculous for October. But yeah, it's pretty crazy just how insane the temperatures are getting. It's a really bad sign. I think we may have hit some of those warming targets that were kind of like, we should never ever hit this warming target. There we go. Those guardrails alone look pretty neat. Yeah, they're really nice. They're really nice. Sometimes you like creative builds with common pieces even above specialized pieces. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I much prefer normal builds. Yeah, that Monster Fighters mansion is that is definitely one of the more expensive ones. Isn't as punchy as other Mountain Dew flavors. Good sipping beverage next to a fireplace while reading 2 ED&D books like Victorian Gentleman. There we go. Get that on there, and another black 2x2 plate, white 1x2 plate, dark gray 1x2 plate with curved ends. Victorians did love their D&D, indeed. Wizard and Lion Knight's castle is supposed to be Magisto, but without the printed chest with a pouch of spell components. Is it really him? Yeah, I don't know if he will have that. I hope so, certainly. I agree with you there that that was a disappointing. That is a flaw in that set, in an otherwise masterpiece of a set. That's why you're surprised LEGO doesn't do more reissues? Well, but the thing, though, Lil Bunny, is that demand enough to satisfy an entire new product line? And don't forget, like, they have to have space in their product lineup. Like, they're making way more sets like these past few years than like ever before. But they still only have so much capacity. Get that in there. Duke Darkwood, why not both? Oops, I need that gray. And at the same time, they also like to have like a new twist on it and stuff like that. So when they do a reissue, they've very rarely done them, and they've done them only a couple times. They have gotten a lot of pushback from people who felt that it was destroying their the value of their current product lineup. Right, but there's a demand. But is the demand like we're talking about resales of existing sets? So we're looking at very likely a very small number of available sets overall. Like, is the high price just because of how good the set is, or is it because it is really, it is something that is really desirable to a group of people, and there just aren't enough of those to satisfy them, but it's still a small group of people? Like, I'm not jumping out of my chair to go sell my copy of that. $350 is pretty nice, but I'm not about to sell it. Let me see what the original retail price of it was. Yeah, so $180 is that's still pretty expensive, so. All right, let's see. Get these in. On rare occasion, they do that, but it's not a reissue, it's a remake. They have done some reissues. They reissued the Saturn V back in the 2000s. They reissued the Metroliner and the Guarded Inn. They've reissued a few other sets as well. That's weird. It's not following the usual pattern there. It's like a box of Magic the Gathering cards. Well, this is, I think, bigger as well. Let's see. 2,000 pieces. Yeah, this is also over 1,000 pieces more. $32.31 versus $20.64. Alright, let's see. Another 1x2 and a 1x1. There we go. Alright. That goes right there. Okay, next up we have two 1x2s. Another 1x1 and a 1x2. Occurs to you that you have 3 sets of core books, 2E, 3.5, and 5. I just have 2E. The cover of the Monsters Manual is attached upside down. Wow. That is very weird. I have not seen such a printing error on a 2E book. Alright, there we go. And 2 more 1x1 plate bricks. There we go. And that goes right there. Alright, a 1x1 right there. We're going to get this attached. Also a half arch right in there. Okay, 1x1s with 2 studs and half arches. There we go. And 2 more right here and right here. There we go. Okay, 2 corner bricks, 2x2 corner bricks, there, and a gray 1x10, 2 1x3 bricks, there, and there, and a 1x2 brick right here. Alright, 1x12 all the way across there, and 2 1x2 plates. There we go. It is, so when you take it off the shelf, you have to flip it over before opening it, or you'll be opening to the last page and everything will be upside down. That's why it's annoying. It's amusing simply because it's, you still call it a misprint? I mean, it's a misbinding. I don't know if that's considered a misprint or not. My dad actually has a Donald Duck hardbound collection, or like a collection of a hardbound collection of Donald Duck comics that he got, I think, overseas. That is misprinted the same way or misbound the same way, so he got it for cheap because of that. But it is definitely not something that you see very often. I do love these 3x3 concave corners here. Big fan of these. Always love getting more of those. There we go. Get 2 of those in. My father went overseas multiple times. He served overseas. He was very, very lucky in that he joined the Air Force, so he didn't get drafted into the Army. Like, that was a specific choice of his. I don't want to be drafted, so I'm going to join the Air Force, choose the service. And he served entirely in Europe. Well, I shouldn't say Europe, because a big part of it was in Libya, actually. So he was in Libya and Germany for the most part through the Vietnam War. And that goes right there. There we go. You love concave corner pieces? You can make unorthodox roofs with them? Yeah. In World War II, they stopped taking volunteers because nobody wanted to volunteer for the infantry. I'm not surprised. I mean, they were doing a lot of drafting for Vietnam, and it was probably early enough that there weren't, like... I mean, he was in the 60s, so... But yeah, so he never saw combat, thankfully. He did maintenance. Let's take this off. I think it's easier to get these in this way. I kind of hate these pieces. Like, I love the looks of these pieces, but man, I am always worried about bending them. Your dad had high blood pressure, so they wouldn't take him. That's a good way to get out of it. There we go. But yeah, so when he had some leave, he and his brother, I think his brother served over there too, although I'm not sure exactly. He may have just gone over there to have a vacation. But they did a driving tour in parts of Europe, like the Alps, and they went to Ireland. That's, funnily enough, my mother, American, met my father on that Europe trip. So, you doubt it was intentional on his part? No, I don't think it was, but I'm just saying. Get in there. I am so worried about bending these pieces, though. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice porch lanterns there. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what my grandfather on my mom's side did, but my dad's father, I think he was a bomber pilot, or on the crew. I don't know if he was an actual pilot offhand. Okay, let's see. Corner piece, a 1x2 there, and 1x2 there. you'd have thought them too old to register for World War II. They were taking people fairly old for World War II. There we go. Get that in there. Next up, 1x3 and a 2x3. And 1x3, 2x3. But yeah, my dad got into photography around that time, so after he passed, I was going through his pictures, and he had lots and lots of pictures from that period. Which is kind of a shame because he never showed them to me. I don't think for any particular reason. But it would have been nice to have been able to talk to him about a lot of that. Alright, get that on there. Okay, 2x8. Another corner slope. 1x3, 2x3 there. Get that right on there. There we go. Okay, and that is it for bag number 4. Alright, spare parts. We've got a gray 1x1 tile, a gray 1x1 cylinder plate, and a gray 1x1 plate. So here is the Haunted Mansion so far. There is the front. It's basically filling out a... Oh, shoot. What do you mean there is not sufficient disk space for continuing recording? What the heck? Hold on a second. Wow, I did run out. Well, that's new. Oh, I see why. Alright, well, I'll be exporting this from Twitch. So, yeah, no, I forgot to pull the Zelda VODs off that drive after Monday. I usually do that pretty quick, and I forgot those take up a lot of space. I'll be pulling this from Twitch. It's fine. It's a little annoying, a little frustrating, but we're just about done anyway. All right, so here is the entrance leading right to the ticket booth. There is the big window with a little graveyard out front and potato. I mean, oh god, can't believe I just did that. Pumpkin, not potato. It's like the reverse of what I did during that one stream. Jeez. All right. Come back here, pickaxe. Potatoes. Oh, it's a furry potato. All right. So here you can see the mechanics of the ride part there. And it can open up. Well, actually, let's see if we can get a good view of the fireplace down there. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. So that's very nice. I do like it so far. And it can open up. I'm really looking forward to the stuff that we get to put on the inside. But that is going to be where we stop for the night. We've got through bag 4. I believe there are 16 bags. What's wearing the tiara on the top left corner of the screen? That is Princess Linda. A friend's raccoon. Princess Linda is a raccoon, yes. And she's a princess, so she's wearing the tiara. And over here we have horse. We got a green dragon. How are ya? I love the Lego dragons. It's a shame that they don't still make these, because this is just such a great mold. Looks fantastic. You're dead, Armitage. Yeah, exactly. And Sharky. Sharky, who occasionally eats people. Oh, disagreeing with me. There we go. Get him out. All right, let's get this guy out. Hold on, because he's probably going to go behind the counter, but there we go. Get out. Thank you. Yeah, it is weird. It feels like an accident that we got 2 of those. I don't know. Horse, dragon, and shark, all evident. Although your sharks are plain and gray. That seems to be a great white. Yeah. I think this was in a pirate set from a few years ago. And then one of the new underwater city sets has this one. So it's nice that they can actually take the full-on minifig inside them. It's great. I love it. Yeah, well, they are kind of hollow. You can fit some pieces in them, just not a whole minifig. You have to take a minifig apart if you want to make it look like the shark is eating someone. I do not think that this is going to be the shark that comes with the Jaws set. I think we're going to get a brick-built shark or something along those lines. So I'm excited to see what that looks like, and I'm excited to have it eat Quinn. Anyway, that is going to wrap us up this evening. We will be doing some more of the Haunted Mansion next Friday. Does its fin have a hand grip? It does, yes. Yes, it does. Well, now you could do Deep Blue Sea. You could do Deep Blue Sea, you know? That happened in Deep Blue Sea. But we will be back to continue this on next Friday. We will be back tomorrow for some more Spelljammer. We will be back on Monday for Tears of the Kingdom. We will be back on Wednesday to wrap up Ghost Lion, and we'll be doing something else in the evening for Lego. Probably not spooky. I don't think I have anything spooky, but we might have something possibly tangentially Christmassy that we might do. I don't know. We'll see. And then next Friday we will be back to Final Fantasy V and this building. There's a gullet on those old sharks. There's a gullet. It's like a brick and a half wide and like 2 plates tall. They still make that. They don't make quite the same mold, but the modern smaller sharks are very, very similar in size. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I will see you next time. We're going to head on over to the Jang. He is building the Venator, so we'll see how that is going. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.